And we are live. Good evening, everyone. We are here tonight with the cast of Sweet Charity, that's playing at the. There you go. How's everybody? Tonight? It's playing at the Camille Playhouse. What are the dates? Who's going to talk to me first here?
Our director. Yeah. Hi, my name is Joel Cruz, and I am the director of this fabulous production. Our production runs February. We open next weekend, as a matter of fact. We open Friday to the public, the 11th, 12th, and 13th, and then we run a second weekend, February 18th, 19th, and 20th, here in Dean Porter Park.
And it's the same show times where it's morning and evening,
absolutely
early and late, except for Saturday. Is that right?
So let's clarify that. We're going to have an 8 p.m. show on Friday and Saturday, and then we offer a Sunday matinee at 2 p.m., and that happens both weekends.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And what is Sweet Charity for those who have not read the book or don't know what it is? Who can tell us a little about Sweet Charity?
Well, actually, let me introduce you to our leading lady, Sylvia Lester, who will be playing in the titular role of Sweet Charity.
Hi, Manny. How are you?
Hi, Sylvia. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, thank you. Well, Sweet Charity is about a person with a big heart that all she wants is to be loved and to love someone honestly and truly, and she just goes about it a very different way than you would expect anyone to do, with the help of all of her friends. So we all get into trouble all the time.
We get to meet several love interests throughout the show. You want to peek in your head and say hello? This is Julio, one of her many love interests.
My
in the show.
first.
Lucky guy.
And we also have a brief lover number 2.
Hi.
This is Jose.
Lover number 2.
And then we end our show with lover number 3, or love interest number 3. This is Aaron Bravo playing the role of Oscar.
Hello.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's funny, when I did the little ad for the show, somebody said, "Oh man, it looks kind of racy. You sure you want to do it pink and all that?" I'm like, "Well, that's the original logo, right? That's the original play logo that was out that way."
It's one of them. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So the original production was directed by famed director and choreographer Bob Fosse, who was known for a specific style. You have seen his style most recently in Chicago. They did, which is still playing and is actually celebrating 25 years on Broadway this year. His style, his technique is very sleek, very clean, very tight, very sexy. And so we have a lot of that choreographic movement that we have incorporated into the show. But not so much the sexy aspect of it. We have a little fun with the flirty aspect of it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it makes sense you would do that. So how many are in the cast? How many people are standing back there?
Gosh, let's count. I haven't taken a count because it's different all the time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Looks like we have 18. Everybody say hey, wave. Hey. We also have our fabulous lighting mistress, Sue Kinch, upstairs. We have a few kids from our community high schools that are also volunteering their time to work tech upstairs.
Which high schools?
Absolutely. We have volunteers from Porter High School, our theater program there, and our theater program at Pace High School. So we're very lucky to have those students come our way via their directors and teachers who have done work here in the past with us at Camille.
That's awesome. Shout out to Porter and Pace.
Absolutely. Yay. Shout out. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you, Bobby.
So how many of you guys who are the newbies? Like first time ever?
We have Daniel in the back, who is brand new to us and who's doing a fantastic job. We also have Andrea. Andrea, say hey. Our little Miss Hippie right here. We also have Jesse, a dancer with Bellas Artes, and he's joined the cast. And we also have Clarice right here in our orange flowers. Say hi, Clarice. And in the back, I don't know if you can see her, Miss Keiko. Hi, Keiko. Keiko and Pete are coming to us from the East Coast by way of New York.
Jersey.
And Jersey. Correction.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Jersey.
So
What
they are
egg?
new faces on stage.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. Okay, let me talk to one of the newbies. Let's get one of the newbies up. You pick one. Doesn't matter.
All right. Daniel. We like to feature the guys.
That's all right. So, first time. How are you handling all this?
What was that?
Does it make you nervous at all? Are you still? Do you feel nervous when you're rehearsing, or how do you think it's gonna go?
No, not really. Just because for a good while I was in a band, so I got rid of that stage fright then. But even then, in new situations, it's something completely new to me, and thankfully, I've been trying to stuff it down. And as time that the rehearsals have gone by, I just kind of go with the flow.
Oh, so you've got stage experience, so it's not real new to you.
Well, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
I would say dancing is new to him. Choreographed
dancing, yeah.
Acting is new to him. Singing.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh my.
Okay, who's next? Give me another newbie.
Sure. I won't. I'm gonna introduce Jose Pereira. Give us just a second. We got some buzzing going on.
Gotcha.
We are currently under renovations and construction here at our theater, and so got some weird things happening. I don't know if you can hear that buzzing.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, so let me reintroduce some, not a new face to the theater, but he is returning after a brief hiatus.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Jose. Been with Camille a few years on and off, coming back for Sweet Charity. Really, really excited to be back. And it's just, it's awesome to try to bring theater to Brownsville. Theater has been in Brownsville, but just, in the middle of a pandemic, it's quite difficult. So being able to do this, it's so rewarding and it's a wonderful experience.
That's awesome. So you've done this before, you said?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
How do you rate? I don't know. Maybe that's not a fair question to ask, but how fun is this particular production compared to others you might have done there?
Oh, it's an absolute blast. It's a great experience. It's very, very collaborative. So it's very open. We're throw out ideas out there. Directors listen. Hey, what if we tried this? And I'm like, yeah, let's try that. So I enjoy the collaborative aspect of it. It's very welcoming. So I've enjoyed it quite a bit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I want to talk to a newbie. I want to make the newbies nervous.
A newbie. Come on,
I have no fear. So what's your history?
I went to Porter and I was on the dance team and color guard and choir.
Okay, and how are you liking all the rehearsing and everything kind of leading up to opening night? Are you nervous at all?
Yeah, because theater is very new to me, so I'm scared I'm gonna forget my lines, and I have a tendency of laughing a lot.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm gonna laugh on stage.
So when you get nervous, you're gonna start to giggle. So every time you giggle, we're gonna know she forgot her lines.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. Yeah, don't be nervous. Just keep. Probably. Do you have like a lot of lines?
Mainly in Act 1.
Yeah, and actually, she was one of the first people off book for being a newbie. She was, and by off book, I mean she had her lines memorized before anybody else in the cast, and that was about 2 weeks into our rehearsal process. So it was a really refreshing aspect to have a newbie come in, and I guess the nerves had a bit to do with that. Like, I better learn this.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, there's some secrets back there as far as people who can help you to either memorize or techniques to use and that kind of thing. We talked about this a few shows back, and I know you can't have somebody with a big poster board on the side going, "Here, read this," but in case you forget, that wouldn't be cool. You guys don't do that, do you? Has that been done? I may talk to someone, I guess.
Cue cards? No.
Yeah, the older I get, though,
Cue cards,
the more I need it.
Oh, that's cool. All right, let me talk to somebody who kind of talked about tickets. We're talking about tickets.
Let me introduce you to our office manager, Brandon Binder.
Like, oh,
Brandon.
I've been a part.
So I put a link up. I put the link up in the comments for where they can get tickets at Tickets to the City, and they're 20 or 25. I haven't punched
They
it
are
up yet.
$25 for our shows. I know in our past interviews we've talked about the ticket prices, and they kind of fluctuate depending on our plays and our musicals. With musicals, there's a lot more that is invested into them, including live musicians and different operational things and backdrops, many new things that aren't as prominent in some of the plays that we've done. So we kind of flip that with ticket prices, and that's perfect. That's our link right there. We have all our information there, and if to get to this, you can also go to our website, CamillePlayhouse.net, and then we'll have the link to this with Tickets to the City.
Okay, so all your information is there. The show dates. So you're going to be 6 altogether, twice on Sunday, right? Or is that Saturday? Sunday.
Yeah, one every day. And the other thing about these tickets, and if anyone has any questions, our phone number is also there, and that connects to our office, which I am here from 9 to 3 on Monday through Friday. And if you have any questions or if you want to settle ticket stuff with someone personally, they can always call me, and I will reserve those tickets and handle all that for them.
Okay, and then once again, can someone come to the Playhouse itself and buy them there on the spot, or do they have to do it online?
Yes, same thing that I said. 9 to 3 Monday through Friday, I will be here, and I can handle all ticket sales. They can also come in an hour before we start the show, and our lobby will be open, and our ticket office will be open, and they can come in and purchase them then as well.
Oh, up to an hour. That like right up to showtime.
Yeah, we have a open seating format with our theater, so there's no reserving of seats. So even if they come in right beforehand, they will be able to grab whatever seats are available, always promoting social distancing while we're sitting, but they still have some leniency when it comes to time with that.
And speaking of social distancing and the masking and all that, not that you can give me all the details, but is there any talk of at some point starting to ease up on any of that stuff at all?
I'll let our director talk about that.
Thanks so much, Brandon. That's a great question. So I'm sorry we had to let our cast go, get back on stage. We open in a week, so they're getting ready. We're in the middle of a rehearsal. But that's a great question, and I appreciate you asking it. Because of the current uprise of COVID-19 in our region, the executive board of directors here at Camille Playhouse, as well as our production team, have decided all through our rehearsal process, we have had strict adherence to temperature checks and monitoring things like that, wearing a mask during rehearsals. For our performances, our performers will not be wearing masks just because it prohibits a cleaner, more crisp, clean sound. But our audience is going to be asked to, if they are in our facility, to wear a mask at all times for the safety and protection and health of not only themselves as patrons, because they're the ones sitting in our audience, but as a courtesy and out of respect to our performers on stage. And as Brandon mentioned just a second ago, our live musicians, which is something that we are also happy to bring back to the Camille. So that's a first in very, very many years. We have a live pit orchestra of 11 members, which is rather large.
Nice.
It covers, we have trumpets, we have a brass section, we have guitar, we have a rhythm section, we have keyboards, and a wind section. So 11 members to bring this, the extravaganza, if you would, to the show, the big brass body sound that this show needs. And
how do you guys decide on that? Is this something you decide on weekly and somebody's following what's going on in the health industry with this? Or do you decide weekly? Do you have regular meetings, or is it production by production? And I mean, I know at some point you're trying to reduce the restrictions, right? I imagine
Absolutely. And I think we have meet our board of directors are very conscious, aware. I, as a director heading up this production, am very aware. Especially keeping up with what is currently happening. When we opened our season this year with the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, the pandemic was kind of at a lull. We had just come off the hype of the vaccines, so everybody we were more lenient as everybody was coming in with vaccinations. The numbers had dropped, but as you know, all of that, there's, as I mentioned just a second ago, there's been an uptick recently, and not only that, but the different variations on the virus itself. We have the cold weather in and out, quite chilly tonight, so that topped off with the flu and the cold season. We're just being very mindful and wanting to keep everybody safe as possible, because right now we are actually the only theater in the Rio Grande Valley that is up and running. We know that our neighbors at the Community Playhouse in Harlingen had to shut their doors and have decided to shut their doors for the remainder of what was their season.
Oh no.
And the same thing is happening in the Upper Valley. So right now, here in the Lower Rio Grande Valley, here in Brownsville and Dean Porter Park, right in the middle of the Viticultural District, we are doing our very best to promote safety and health for the well-being of everybody in our community that is coming to be a patron at our facility, because we'd like to continue to provide the live performances that we all miss. And that we've missed out on for the last a year and a half, 2 years. And we had that great opening, like I mentioned, the season with the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. We had great numbers in attendance. And as we went into the cold season with these different variants, we were just very conscious, very aware, and conversations are continuing and ongoing to make sure we are doing our best to keep our doors open to our community.
Sure. Are you still at limited seating? In other words, not at 100%?
We are taking out a few seats, and I want to say the number of total seats that we're taking out is approximately 15 to 20, and those are the first 3 rows from our stage, just to keep that distance between the performers who will not be wearing a mask and the audience. Because we all know how this virus travels, and we want to keep that safe distance, which is more than 6 feet from our stage. So we're keeping that area between the performers and the audience open, and seating is not limited. We are going to leave that up to our patrons when they decide. We all have our individual bubbles, our family bubbles, our group bubbles that we're all involved in. If you're out in the community and this is part of your community, and if you feel comfortable taking a seat anywhere in the theater, you are welcome to. I'm going to say I'm confident in saying that we have over 200 seats available for every performance.
So you're not blocking, except for that first couple of rows, because of you're not blocking seats out, like
not at all.
Okay,
not at all. We'd like the community to come out, not only to support the Camille, but also to be mindful of the safety precautions that we are taking.
Gotcha. And some of the rules that may apply, don't bring in your own food or that kind of thing, right? That's
absolutely. We have currently stopped concessions here at the theater for our productions. We have masked up. As you can see, I'm sporting my Camille Playhouse mask.
Very nice.
And you saw all of the cast behind me just a few minutes ago. As I mentioned earlier, they've all been masked up through this process. We're also going to be, as I have done with the cast throughout the rehearsal process, we're also going to initiate those sorts of systems that are going to be in place for our guests that are visiting. As I mentioned, we want the community to come out. We want the community to be supportive of us, and we want to support the community as well by making sure that we are being as safe as possible, so that we keep our doors open for the remainder of our season and for the seasons to come.
Excellent. And what do you have coming up following Sweet Charity? What is the next one that they can look forward to?
Well, after this big body musical, which is going to be big and bold, we have a dark musical called Jekyll and Hyde. So it's another large scale musical. And that's unusual that we do 2 musicals back to back in a season, but We wanted to come back in a big fashion and provide the community what they had been missing and longing for the last 2 years. And so we are in current production of Sweet Charity. Our following production is, as I mentioned, Jekyll and Hyde, and Brandon, who you chatted with just a second ago, is actually going to be heading up as guest director for that production. So that will open in April, the first weekend in April, I believe. And after that, we have a children's show play to close out the season. And we're hoping that the summer workshop will come back into full effect to offer the children in our community something to do over the summer that has been going on for many, many years here at the Playhouse. So
Okay,
we
awesome.
plan to keep our season open as long as we're doing it cautiously and safely for everyone involved.
Excellent. And if somebody wants to possibly audition or be a part of any of these, what should they do?
The best thing to do is to visit our website at www.camilleplayhouse.net. That's .net, N-E-T. You can also like us, and follow us on Facebook at Camille Playhouse, as well as Instagram. We're always posting news. You can also find followers like myself as a guest director, as a longtime patron and performer of the Playhouse. I follow Camille, and so if you're friends with me out there, I know all my friends are always liking my posts about stuff that's coming up, whether it's as an audience member, as a director, as a music director, whatever it is. But the best way to find the best source for audition to find out about what's going on currently at the theater is going to be via our website. Again, that website is www.camilleplayhouse.net. And so you can find all sorts of information, including information about our upcoming auditions for Jekyll and Hyde.
Excellent. And if somebody wants to, I know we have some viewers that are out of town or scattered across the country. If they can't attend, but they want to donate, they can also go to the website to donate to the Camille Playhouse to help you guys out.
Absolutely. They can always find a contact us link on the website. You can also email us at CamillePlayersInc at gmail.com. And that will reach our board of directors. If you want to reach us via Facebook because you're a social media aficionado, then by all means, we are looking for support from all over. It's great that you brought that up because as we were in the middle of the pandemic, I'm sure you were aware that the way we survived here at the theater was doing things virtually, much like you are with us this evening. And we were doing cabaret acts. And so that we were able to reach beyond our Brownsville and Lower Rio Grande Valley community. And that was really great. We had audience members from New York and Houston and Austin and California that were chiming in for that. So absolutely.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys taking a few minutes. I know you're in the middle of rehearsals and for some of the newbies, that can be very important for them to be rehearsing all the time. And how late do they go when they're rehearsing like this?
With this production, we actually had a tighter time frame in a matter of weeks to put this together. So we have 6 weeks to put this together, and that encompasses auditions, casting, first night rehearsals, getting the instrumentalists together, getting the staging together, blocking, getting the movement and dancing together, learning the music. So it's been a very, very tight schedule. And so for this specific production, we have gone with longer than ordinary rehearsals from 6 to 9 p.m., 6 to 9:30, excuse me, just so that we can squeeze everything in to make sure we can get everything nice and tight for opening night so that we can see all of you out there here at our beautiful home, that you will notice the beautiful renovations, as I mentioned, that we're undergoing. So it's been a tight schedule. We've been rehearsing nice and tight, all for you guys out there.
Awesome. And what is the address there? I know I can say they're right across the street from the Gladys Porter Zoo.
That's a great way to recognize it. And most people do. We're on the top of the hill across the street from Gladys Porter Zoo at 1 Dean Porter Park here in Brownsville, Texas, 78520.
Awesome. Listen, appreciate it. I'll let you get back to whatever you're doing back there. I'm going to go ahead and talk this up for just a couple more minutes, but thanks for your time.
Manny,
And,
thank you so much for your time. It's incredible. Thank you for your work and your efforts and your support and coming back to us to help us promote and get the word out about the great things happening at Camille Playhouse.
Absolutely. Tell everyone we said good night and good luck. And what does it say? Break a leg, right? Not
Break
this
a leg,
weekend,
that's
next
right.
weekend.
Correct. We open next Friday, February 11th, and run through the weekend, 12th and 13th. And then again, the following weekend, showtimes are 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. on Sunday. And again, tickets are available through City.
Tickets of the city.
Tickets of the city. And I know Manny shared, he's actually sharing a screen with all of us right now. So tickets at the city. And also you can reach that link, as Brandon mentioned earlier, at CamillePlayhouse.net. And we hope to see you in our audience.
Awesome. Have a great night. Thank you for coming out, and we will see you again for the next one.
Thanks so much. Good night, all.
Good night, everybody.
Night, Manny.
Good night there. And okay, you're good there. Let me do this for y'all. Sweet Charity. That's going to be starting February 11th, 8 p.m. and then Saturday the 12th at 8 p.m. And then on Sunday they've got, I think he said they got 2 shows, a 2 p.m. and an 8 p.m. And then Friday the 18th, 19th, and the 20th. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 18th, 19th, and the 20th. So give them a look. I put the link up in the chat in the comments section. If you can spare some time with the family, bring them out, take a look, throw them some support. Check out a play. I don't think enough of us get out to see any of these productions, and it's good for the mind to get out and do something like that with the family instead of just going to eat and you go back home or whatever. Or go to a movie. You can see a movie. You can see a movie anytime, but these productions, come and go, and they don't stay there the whole time. So help them out, and if you absolutely cannot make it out, consider giving them a donation. They can always use that, and that will be very helpful. Everyone, thank you so much for wrong one. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. And any questions, you can send me a message in the comments, and I'll forward it to them. Thanks for being with me. Have a good night.